back. If you're just joining us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television. A reminder of our top stories. The Independent National Electoral Commission declares All Progressive Grand Alliance candidate Willie Obiano winner of the Anambra governorship election. It's mixed feelings as candidates of other political parties react to the results of the Anambra governorship polls. And Zimbabwe's embattled leader Robert Mugabe vows to stay on in power till the end of the year, in spite of pressure on him to step down immediately. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our websites channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also watch us on the go on your mobile device. Log on to m.channelstv.com or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. The Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You also have the Eyewitness feature, so you can share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you to be part of the news. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. Speaking of which, let's take a look at some of the pictures that you sent into our portal. We'll begin with this one. It's from Onitsha in Anambra State. We see people whom our Eyewitness reporter says are INEC officials arriving at the polling unit. Next is this one from Obinagu Ukpo in Dunukofia, local government area of Anambra State. We see people whom our Eyewitness reporter says are electorates performing their civic responsibility. There's a similar picture from Umuaga village in Eziagulu, Aguleri in Anambra State, also showing people are waiting to vote in the governorship election. Our Eyewitness reporter commends the peaceful conduct of the exercise in this area. Away from the election is this image from Kajala in Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State, showing electricity cables which our Eyewitness reporter says have not carried current for close to 3 years. He's worried that his community still suffers blackouts despite the improvement in other places. Well, staying with the issues of electricity is this final picture from Akoka in Lagos State. We see a transformer which our Eyewitness reporter alleges was disconnected by the Ikeja Electric to recover money from indebted customers. He's worried that the measure of recovery is making those not owing suffer blackouts. Thank you for sending any of those pictures and please keep them coming. We're in Kwara State now in north-central Nigeria, where the All Progressives Congress has won all the 16 local government seats in the state. Announcing the results this evening, the chairman of the Kwara State Independent Electoral Commission, Dr. Uthman Ajidagba, says the ruling party won overwhelmingly in the 16 local governments. According to Dr. Ajidagba, out of the 36 political parties in the state, only 11 participated in the local government election.
Chairmanship election in Kwara State, in the election conducted on 18 November, and by the results submitted and declared by electoral officers, I, as the Chief Electoral Officer of the state, hereby return that the 16 local government areas were cleared by All Progressive Congress, APC. Thank you.
The governor of Katsina State, Aminu Bello Masari, is calling on philanthropists in the state to establish more entrepreneurship centers to accommodate the teeming number of youths in the state. Governor Aminu Bello Masari, who was represented by the Secretary to the state government, Dr. Mustafa Muhammad Inuwa, made the call at a workshop in the state. He says it is unfortunate that violence, destruction of lives and property, kidnapping, armed robbery have become rampant among Nigerian youth.
Illicit drugs such as codeine, morphine, cannabis, cocaine, heroin, amphetamine, and a host of others pose serious health issues for users, with many cases leading to addiction, depression, mental illnesses, and even death. However, the number of Nigerian youths under the influence of these drugs continue to surge year in, year out in Nigeria, despite campaigns from health experts and others.
Would apologize for the mix-up. We will get it corrected and bring you that report in a moment. In the meantime, Justice Joseph Aneke of the Federal High Court Makurdi Division will on January 31st, 2018 hear the application filed by former Lagos State Commissioner of Police Alhaji Abubakar Sav against the Benue State government and 8 others on allegation of harassment and intimidation against his fundamental human rights. A former Lagos State police boss dragged the Attorney General of Benue State and 8 others before the court to challenge his arraignment and trial at a Makurdi Magistrate Court for alleged falsehood and incitement. While lawyer to Alhaji Abubakar fears the constitutional rights of his client to hold public opinion, a right of free speech has been muscled up by his trial at the Magistrate Court, counsel to the state government insists the applicant has laboriously injured the first 2 9th respondents. Meanwhile, the Nigeria police is stepping up its war against crime with frequent arrests of criminal suspects. In Kogi State, 16 suspects have been apprehended for various crimes including kidnapping and cultism, while in Adamawa State, operations have been crowned with the arrest of 25 suspects who were arrested for many criminal offences. The police public relations officer in Adamawa State, Othman Abubakar, reassured the public of their commitment to rid the state of criminal elements.
To showcase to the people, to tell the whole world that cultism or kidnapping or any activities does not pay.
The Kogi State Police Command are reading the riot act to criminals in the state. This arrest of criminal suspects for various serious crimes, including murder, kidnapping and cultism, led to this parade of the suspects at the state police headquarters in Lokoja, the state capital. The insidious tools of the trade are exhibited here, including semi-automatic rifles, pump-action rifles, machetes, and many native charms. Those items could not prevent their arrest, however, as they now sit in the police net, 16 in number, while a couple of the suspects say the crime they are charged with.
I was arrested as a suspect of those that went to kill one Sparko at Ida and took his phone away.
I was arrested because of political propaganda and a suspected cultist.
The police public relations officer seeks the help of the public to come forward with information on suspicious persons or activity.
When you suspect any movement, when you suspect any object, when you suspect anything along your neighborhood, don't hesitate to call on the police, give us information, and the police will be here to ensure that you are safe, to ensure that you can have that freedom to move without anything.
As the suspects are driven away in the police vehicle, the police say they'll soon be arraigned before a court of law. Meanwhile, in Adamawa State, the police command paraded 25 suspects for crimes including murder. The public relations officer, Othman Abubakar, assures the public that the police will continue to curb the activities of criminals.
We are going to do more, but that we can only achieve it when the members of the public give us that supportive hand. And I want to assure the members of the public that that place is not going to be easy as it should be. We are going to be on top of our game. We are going to make sure we make them very, very uncomfortable.
The crackdown on crime in Adamawa State covered the Sambisa forest in Yola, which was reported to have become a den of criminals, with the suspects apprehended by the police.
Safe navigation within Nigeria's waterways by mariners has received a boost with the setting up of the Nigerian Navy Maritime Safety Information Portal and Hydrographic Data Processing Center in Lagos. Mariners will now be able to reach out easily to the center to report on charted features observed during voyages. In the same vein, the Navy has sent a strong warning signal to illegal actors in the nation's maritime space to desist from their activities or face tough times ahead.
A new hydrographic center set up by the Nigerian Navy to help mariners within our waterways chart their course safely. Over the years, the country has relied on the UK as well as obsolete equipment, which impeded availability of up-to-date hydrographic information, a reason the move is appreciated.
Our colonial masters, which is the UK, has been the one producing charts for Nigerian waters, and we are still using their product to navigate in our waters. These products are very old. The data that is used to produce them, some are 50 years, some are 100 years old.
Processes here would provide navigational warnings in local, coastal and navigational areas in accordance with international best practices as against what used to obtain.
Before now, what we have, they are called the Admiralty Notices to Mariner, which is a weekly, monthly and yearly productions. Also, we have what we call the Nigerian Navigation, Niger Nav. That is what we use to update our charts, to give you up-to-date information of your charts.
As for this marina, this facility must be properly and optimally deployed to stem dangers on our waterways.
So if you have distress, this is the first port of call. This is the distress port of call, the first port of call, and it's very safe all of that.
Similarly, to imprint the Navy's resolve to keep up with present-day security challenges, a route march gets underway in the Badagry area of Lagos. This is also to keep the personnel fit and ready to ensure that pirates and illegal bunkerers are matched force with force when the chips are down.
You can only perform optimally in a sound body and mind. So we want to enhance the physical fitness of officers and men and those of sister agencies so that when we move together, we won't have laggards.
Reports on illegal activities within the Gulf of Guinea have over the years assumed frightening dimensions, which is why the needed machineries must be deployed to safeguard the country's resources. Chris Ilams, Channels Television News.
Over the years, the predominantly agrarian people of Nsukka in Enugu State, southeast Nigeria, have gained popularity from the cultivation of yellow pepper. With very high demand from other parts of the country and beyond, the crop popularly known as Ose Nsukka has become a major source of revenue for the people. Our community report tonight looks at the values and challenges of yellow pepper cultivation.
With an estimated population of about 2 million, Nsukka is also a major agricultural hub in the southeastern state of Enugu. Nsukka is especially renowned for the production of a special species of pepper. Yellow pepper, highly sought after in different parts of the country and beyond. From subsistence cultivation in the backyard of almost every household, in over a decade, it's grown into a major agricultural industry in the area.
This has been a lifetime business for me and my family. Our customers come from different parts of this country. Sometimes they pay extra to make you their customer. Our type is different from what is found in other markets due to its popular demand.
Here at the Ikwa market, women with their babies carried on their backs conduct a selection process to meet the demands of customers in other parts of the country.
No chop fertilizer. You go to fertilizer. You wait here. It's a fertilizer. You go to one rock while we are banning.
Our challenges are many. You see, because it's dry season planting, the need for constant water cannot be overemphasized. Pest control, fertilizer, tractors, amongst others, are requirements for commercial agriculture. If we get government intervention, it will change our story.
Although it's considered a lucrative business, the production of yellow pepper is characterized by enormous challenges.
We have a lot of challenges in our own farm. As of now, I can say that the governor is trying, but there's a way we are the farmers are lacking a lot of things, something like machineries and water borehole. Now I'm using manual. I can able to produce 2 tons. If I thought that the government can help us and give us machineries, which I talk about tractor, I can produce 10 or 15 tons per month.
Sometimes so we buy it, the thing will be, before reaching Lagos or Aba or Onitsha, the thing will have problem, like doing awarawa, something like that. Or we are getting road problem, because all the road is not good now. Sometimes before the pepper reach Lagos, the motor may spoil because of bad road.
Considering the concerns raised by the farmers and merchants, the Enugu State Government and the Nsukka Chamber of Commerce will do well to address the immediate problems if the dream of exporting the products for markets in the US and the UK is to be realized.
When the News at 10 returns, we'll have more on the Anambra governorship election as the governor-elect, Willie Obiano, speaks to Channels Television for the first time since the election. Do join us again.